Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win.
Winston's pass.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They run for the first time with Benny Snell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb, because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Eric Ebron.
Eric Ebron, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The tackle made by
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 14. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A nice performance last week. Recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has, but I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
13-yard line.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage. They'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
32-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jameis to throw it. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
A loss of 6 yards.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And he goes out right around the 39. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Packers 3.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Jones again.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now Rodgers. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The kick by Crosby is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now here's Johnson. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Take over first and 10. At their own.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Ebron caught left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Winston. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
So how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now this one complete on the slant route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. set them back 5.
Still second down.
They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
Ball carried by the wide receiver.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Trying to get the first with Samuels. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
The Packers take over first.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big game, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used
blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Looking deep, and this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They get this out left. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, Winston. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Again, it's Winston. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half here, Winston. Looking deep here for Ebron. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separate. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Steelers 10.
Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow is still continuing to fall as we are back underway. This is taken just shy of the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. The 2nd half starts with a carry by Jones.
Number 33.
3 yards there to begin the 3rd quarter. They also lead by 3 points. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Rodgers going to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. To throw, Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Taken from just outside the 30. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
At the 39-yard line.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Returning it, Johnson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Dante Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on second down. Winston. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Adams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Following the interception, Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And now this throw complete to Washington. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ready? 8 yards to go on second down. Now Snell.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 33.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
The Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete.
Winston's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And hitting Juju on the slant.
Complete.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Packers' 5-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup at 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good.
Packers 19.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him. It did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Jones on the carry.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Packers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
At the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 43 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. There's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Winston. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And despite the cold, despite the snow, this one was fun to watch, and I want to thank you for bringing 2 things, the space heater and the hot chocolate. Those were a big help for us here in the booth.
Yeah, just so you know in the future, get your own space heater. Okay, I'm an only child. I don't share very often. But this had to bring out like the 12-year-old in us, didn't it? I mean, to be able to watch this, and let's face it, when you were that age, you didn't come inside until mom screamed, "Get inside now, young man," because you wanted to be out there just having a good time, and actually you almost forgot just how cold it was. I'm sure these guys didn't, but they ended up playing just like those 12-year-olds and getting it done.
So for Green Bay, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against